2023 championship racing season is finally here, and out of the many big names that we have to look forward to, Athing from the United States, the 2021 Olympic champion and the 2022 world champion over the 800 meters, is finally set to make an appearance in this year's national championships. So far this season, she has only raced once, and she ran a very impressive 800 in 1 minute and 58 seconds. And even though she hasn't raced that much, this was still a very impressive performance, but we are expecting to see her in a different event in this year's nationals, and that is the women's 1500 meters. Many people think that she has massive potential in this event as well, and so does her coach Bob Kersee. Earlier in the season, Bob Kersee told many different media outlets that he thinks that Athing has the ability to run well under 4 minutes for the 1500, and he also thinks that she has the ability to run under the world record. Now, this looks kind of wild on paper, but there's a few very key points that we need to remember about Athing right now. At the moment, she is the defending world champion, so she gets an automatic bye into this year's world championships. This means that she doesn't even have to compete in the 800 meters in the national championships in order to make it to the world championships. So as last year's world number 1 in this event, she's going to get into that race pretty much no matter what. Also, it's actually a requirement for Athing to compete in at least one event in the national championships. And instead of running in the 800 meters, which she knows she's in good fitness right now, she's choosing the 1500. Now, just because she's running in the 15 does not mean that she's not going to run fast here. In fact, I think that she has a big opportunity to mix it up with many of the big names. She comes into this race with no real pressure, she'll be running with decent fitness at least, and even though there is a very deep field, with a total of around 10 female athletes running under 4 minutes and 10 seconds for the 1500 this year, I think she's got a really good chance at running something very fast, well under 4:10, and depending upon how the pace goes, she could get closer to 4:05 and even 4 flat. Now, does she have a real chance to qualify for this year's World Championships in the women's 1500? Kind of. I think it's a big question mark right now what kind of speed endurance she has, and what kind of strength she has as well. And it will certainly be a very challenging task to run against athletes such as Sinclair Johnson, Corey McGee, Heather McLean, and also Elise Cranny, who all have run either under 4 minutes or right at 4 minutes for the previous year. Athing is undoubtedly one of the big names in female middle distance running right now, and it's really only a matter of time before she makes her comeback and either jumps into the 1500 or the 800 meters, which I think is more likely. So far this season, we have seen various athletes running very well in the 800, such as Keely Hodgkinson and also Marie Mora, but Athing has always proven her greatness when it matters the most. Again, winning in dominant fashion in the Tokyo Olympics, and also taking the gold medal just ahead of Keely Hodgkinson in last year's World Finals. Now, with her coach Bob Kersee, who typically throws her into random races it seems, I think she's more than likely going to run this as a practice race, and then put her focus mostly on the 800 come the World Championships. Again, she's been the world number 1 at the 800 since 2021. She's run under 2 minutes so many times, and if we go all the way back to 2021, we can see that she actually had a full undefeated season, which included the indoor NCAA season, the outdoor NCAA season, again the Olympic Games, and also the Prefontaine Classic, which just might be the single most dominant female 800 year of all time. When Athing is running very well, she is nearly unstoppable. But given her rather short racing season this year, many people have doubts whether or not she'll be able to compete with both Marie Mora and also Keely Hodgkinson, who have both been running very well this season. And now I'll pass this question off to you. What do you think Athing is going to do this season in 2023, and how fast do you think that she will run? Thanks for watching, everyone, and as always, until next time.